So here we are. It is 2025. Oh, it's a quarter of a century into this millennium. I think it's going to be a milestone year. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, this is Ren's monthly momentum. So we do this the third Wednesday of every month. And we usually have some great guest speakers talking about something topical. So of course it's January. So what do we usually talk about from the Canadian perspective? Well, we've been talking about the weather bombs for the last 10 minutes, but we often talk about RSP season and how to potentially look at opportunities that give you more than 3% RSP, and the exempt market and private equity and all of those fun things. So I think we've got, we're going to have quite a rich and deep conversation tonight, because we've got not only one great guest speaker in our good friend Lynn Trevisan. I know a lot of the Ren members recognize Lynn.
Fantastic. So, and this is, I think, really our first real public launch of Turnstone Wealth. Let's see, it was 2024 was definitely a year. And I think Turnstone was born in July, Turnstone Wealth. We saw a gap in working with our clients that we also wanted to provide financial planning services, insurance services, and hence Robin started to work with us in 2024. And it will continue going forward as a team together 2025. So one of the first things we did, what is the mission of Turnstone Wealth, as we were really trying to define who and what we wanted to be, and really reflecting on how we've each built our own practices. And really, we are just such a fantastic fit, because while we have the same respect and client management, client service, we do each bring different strengths to the table. So one of the things that we believe in is asking those tough questions and really challenging status quo.
I'm really excited to be part of the team, and then bringing this foundational piece that we start with all of our clients, which is starting with a financial plan. The planning piece is so important because it really lays out what's important to you. We're not just looking to, sell a product, whether that's an investment or insurance, but it really is focused on our clients and giving them the best possible financial advice that we can provide them. Making sure that you have a will and a power of attorney, and then addressing those things that might be out of your control. Life happens, and so we want to give people the tools in their toolkit to plan for the unexpected.
One of the things that we all know and understand is that when we retire, if we've worked and contributed in Canada to CPP, we get our CPP benefit. And then there's also the old age security benefit. The thing about old age security is it gets clawed back if you earn too much. And part of your earnings are your RSP withdrawals. So when Robin does this financial planning process, one of the things that she can discover is, hey, when should you start pulling your RSP money out to be as tax efficient as possible and to maximize the amount of OAS that you get to keep. And so for a number of our clients, she's recommended that they, as they're approaching retirement, start withdrawing. So we had a client a couple of weeks ago who's gone to half-time. So Robin's like, why don't you start pulling some of that RSP money out now? And when she models it, it actually ends up putting more money in our client's pocket through their retirement years because they don't have an OAS clawback. And so that's one tangible example of many that the planning process can result in.
Once we come out of that kind of planning stage, and forgive me if I am redundant here, we sort of have we have that idea around asset allocations, around appropriate accounts to place different investments. We have thinking around tax strategies. And then really that's where we can come in and assist with both those exempt market investments provided by Raintree, as well as on the private side, and many as we found REN members and real estate investors, kind of gravitate to some of these private market investments because they just make sense to them. And they're often a good fit and complement to kind of hard asset real estate, be it either real estate investments themselves of portfolios in different types of real estate, or non-real estate to help diversify away from real estate. So we've got kind of these private investments, and then we can also refer into portfolio managers for public market assets.
This was super enlightening, and I'm really glad that you chose us to do your first sort of experimental presentation on. Thank you everybody for coming in, and great to see you online. I can't wait to see you all in person, and we'll set out that newsletter with lots of information, and I hope you all have a really good start to 2025.